got a 250cc overhead valve 4-stroke motor. Just they're pretty much a bulletproof motor. They've been making these motors for over 22 years in this format, and they've got them to a point now where they're very, very reliable, and they've got a lot of sting. I love the size because we ride on a lot of shorter tracks with a lot of turns. I'm loving the fact that I'll be able to have something with a shorter wheelbase. It'll be a lot of fun to hit into corners and stuff. Yeah, just something a bit different from the normal longer wheelbase, taller bikes that I normally ride. Areas where people ride are getting smaller, so this bike is ideal. It's really suited towards a smaller track. However, it can wind out too, like it'll wind out on a straight at any length. It's going to be my bike, so I can't wait to ride this thing. Really the second new bike I've ever had. I got my first new bike when I was 53, like 2 years ago. See it in 3 laps, or 4 maybe 5.
I've ridden the Thumpster many times, and all the different, even the smaller ones are great to get into the market, you know, like, so, you know, the people who come in and only got like $1,500 and they can't afford a Jap bike, it's a great learning curve, and they're nearly bulletproof as well. But any motorcycle, it doesn't matter if it's Japanese or, you know, if you don't maintain it or anything like that and you're going to flog it, guaranteed it's going to break.
Front and rear suspension definitely can be altered, and the height of the front suspension on the Triple Tree can also be altered. So you can have it with its, you know, you can pull it up into your Triple Tree an inch, and it actually gives you a little bit more control and weight down over the front wheel when you're going around some of the corners and that, to keep the front wheel from sliding out.
This is just a little play track for, you know, like smaller bikes, but it's very technical. So it's got a lot of off cambers and downhills, and I call it creative riding. If you maintain these things, they'll like last. Thumpster's been around for more than 20 years now, and so yeah, so that's in itself. You can say, well, there you go.
I just find that the suspension obviously can be tweaked. I like to make it firm, so we've certainly firmed up the suspension on the Thumpster as much as we can.
Any motorcycle, I say, you'll have fun on, even if it's 50cc or, you know, 2-stroke 500, you know, with a beach racing bike doing, you know, 238 kilometres an hour like my mate Nick Kirkness, you know, so, you know, but then you can get on one of these and you can have a hell of a fun day, you know, and in the price range. Yeah, my name's Mick Esplin, mate. So I've been riding bikes for probably 39 years.
I've always wanted a bike since I could walk. My parents said I'd never have a motorbike, and I remember one time they were going on a holiday to watch my brother play footy, and I got offered some money to stay home instead of going on the holiday, and I went yes, because it was nearly about as much as what this bike had cost. I'd seen it in the second-hand shop down the road. So I, when they went, unbeknownst to them, I went down the bike shop and bought a little Honda MR50, and I've still got it to this day. Very passionate about bikes and riding. I got a flogging when he got home, but after that I still got to keep the bike. It was good.
My name's TJ. I've been riding bikes since I was probably 4. Done all kinds of riding. Grew up riding on property. Raced a bit of motocross for a while. Went into freestyle for a bit there. And now I'm in enduro, riding a lot. One of the biggest things that I love about the sport's the community, definitely. You know, just all different people from different walks of life can come together and just love the sport. There's always the adrenaline behind it. That's definitely something that keeps you going. But yeah, I mean, once you kind of get the bug, which I got pretty early in life, you just fall into it, and I guess there's nothing that can stop you from getting on the bike. Well, I wasn't really sure what to expect. I mean, it's a 250 and a 230 frame, and I'm coming from riding 450s. So like my usual bike, it's a 450 fuel injected. yeah, I wasn't really sure what to expect walking in, but after getting on the bike and feeling it blew me away actually.
I feel fucking great, mate. I love this shit.
Quite a good opportunity actually. I'm pretty appreciative for Brad to bring me out here and let me give the new Thumpster a ride. It rode great, a lot more than what I expected out of it, yeah, for sure.
Okay, hey, how'd you go, mate? Did you enjoy it? What
Mate,
did you think of the Thumpster?
What a bike. It's
Yeah?
she handled great. Awesome.
Yeah, so what do you think about around the corners? Digs in good?
Yeah, it digs in good.
Yeah.
Like the throttle control on it was perfect.
Yeah.
And yeah, just leant into corners, that back
Yeah,
wheel
I
was-
thought, around corners was great. So
Yeah.
we've been here today testing the Thumpster, putting it through the ringer after last week after we put it together, and been a great bike. TJ being a really good freestyle rider, I just want to get his opinion of how it performed and how it went around the track.
Honestly, the bike blew me away. Just the handling, the
Yeah.
throttle control, like it wasn't super aggressive, but
Yeah.
if you wanted to give it a good go, you could open it up and it'd do what you wanted.
Did you give it a good go down? I've seen you a few times along that back straight. You missed the
Yeah.
jumps, and it's a lot of fun getting over those.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it handled up the jumps nice and well and
Yeah.
landed nice flat on the straight and yeah, really ripped it up across the back there.
The undulations at the back does it easy, eh?
Yeah. And then even coming through just the front here, hitting this nice sandy stuff, it
Yeah.
could lean over nice and coming into berms, it handled real good on the corners.
Yeah, it was great. I thought so too. I thought just particularly these corners, it just loves them.
Yeah.
The roller coaster berm at the end, if you stand up all the way around, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, so I found it had really good control as well, like brilliant control. Really good trail bike, really good motocross bike. Yeah, but just probably not a freestyle bike. But other than that, it's brilliant. Alloy rims and the wheels and everything. And the suspension you can adjust, which is good, so it makes it a little bit better.
Was there anything that stood out for you? Because I mean,
Mate, what stood out for me was the fact that it's had 4 good stacks in the last 3 days.
Yep.
And nothing's, the handlebars haven't even bent yet, which
Yeah.
has been amazing. I had to readjust a few things from one of the stacks we had yesterday. I dropped it in the shop after we made it, and I dropped it onto some really all tools and that. It done a bit of damage there, but nothing major. So it's a really durable bike, and all day it's been running like non-stop, bulletproof, and just start the button and off you go.
yeah. Well, yeah, I found the same thing, and I mean, like the biggest thing for me too is the electric start.
Yeah.
Anyone coming into bikes, like that's
Yeah.
their biggest thing is they just sick of kicking all day. You know, if you drop it or falls over or something, to get back on and have to kick it when you're
Yeah.
tired. I mean, it's a nightmare. So the E-start's perfect, and yeah, like you said, that big buster and that bar didn't even break. I
Yeah,
mean,
no, it's durable.
yeah, I dragged it down the dirt. And
Hey, how do you think about the plastics and the way? Did you find you could move up and down the bike, freely?
Yeah,
and,
I could.
and the pegs, how are they?
Yeah, the pegs, they're nice and fat for a stock bike. I mean, they were great pegs. You got plenty of grip on the bike, and I could hug it really nice. I could sit on the back if I was, hitting a bit of a whoopee section or move up forward in the corners. The seat is super comfy.
Yeah.
The whole thing handled really, really well.
Yeah, I was surprised too. For a shorter wheelbase, it really did handle well. I just thought it would be good in the corners, which it was, but it was really good up the straight as well.
Yeah.
It went over all those deep undulations and just floated right over the top of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, mate, what do you think of the overall look of the bike?
I mean, yeah, look, I like me pink, but I'm definitely stuck with the green.
You are a pink fella.
Yeah, the green looks good, and all it just needs is a 23 on the side there.
Ah, 23.
should be perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we've had a great day here today at the Thumpster trial, and we'd probably rate the bike 9 out of 10. It's been a great day.
Yep, for sure.
We should have had some barbecue sausages, but we didn't, but the rest has been fun.
Yep. Thanks a lot for having me out here, bro.
Thanks,
I really
mate.
appreciate it.
Thanks for coming out here, and thanks to Les for putting all this together. He's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Champion.